What if the economy you grew up in didn't just affect your family, but actually changed how your brain developed? Think about it. Maybe you remember your parents whispering about money late at night, bills on the table, arguments through thin walls, or that constant feeling that things could go wrong at any moment. Scientists now believe these experiences don't just create memories, they shape the brain itself. And here's the surprising part. It's not only about being rich or poor. The real factor is uncertainty, not knowing what tomorrow will look like. Every generation grows up with a different kind of economic stress, and those early experiences quietly influence how we think, make decisions, and even how safe we feel as adults, long after the stress is gone. Today, we're going to explore the science behind how economic instability affects developing brains, and why some of those effects stay with us for life. Before we talk about generations, we need to understand what stress actually does inside a child's brain. When a child grows up in an unstable financial environment, the brain starts preparing for danger, even when no immediate threat exists. At the center of this system is a small brain structure called the amygdala. It acts like an alarm system, constantly scanning for problems. Research shows that children raised in stressful economic conditions often develop a more reactive amygdala. In simple terms, their brains become better at detecting danger. This isn't damage, it's adaptation. If your environment feels unpredictable, your brain learns to stay alert all the time. Another important brain area is the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, impulse control, and decision-making. Under constant stress, this area develops more slowly. Why? Because a brain focused on survival today doesn't prioritize planning for 10 years from now. Imagine trying to plan your future while your brain keeps asking, "Are we safe right now?" Psychologists call this present-biased thinking, choosing immediate rewards instead of long-term benefits. And here's the key idea. This isn't laziness or lack of discipline. It's a survival strategy learned during childhood. Here's the part most people don't expect. Even when life becomes stable later, good job, savings, safe environment, the brain doesn't instantly reset. It keeps using the patterns it learned growing up. Someone who experienced financial instability may still feel anxious when things are going well. They might struggle to relax or constantly expect problems. That's because the brain spent years practicing vigilance, and habits built during development are powerful. In a way, the brain is trying to protect you using old rules, even when those rules are no longer necessary. Every generation experiences uncertainty differently. One generation faced economic depression, another faced job market crashes. Others grew up during rapid technological change or global crises. But the brain responds similarly each time. It adapts to unpredictability. Some generations become cautious savers, others become risk takers. Some value stability above everything, while others chase flexibility and freedom. These patterns aren't random. They are shaped by the economic environment people grew up in. In many ways, generations don't just inherit culture, they inherit emotional survival strategies. So if you sometimes feel anxious about money, struggle to plan long-term, or find it hard to feel safe even when life is stable, it might not be a personal flaw. It could be your brain doing exactly what it learned to do while protecting you growing up. Understanding this changes something important. Instead of blaming ourselves, we can start recognizing our patterns and slowly teach our brains that safety is possible now. Because while childhood shapes the brain, awareness gives us the power to reshape it.